This was the first time a single mother had taken her son on an airplane. Unexpectedly, a wealthy man sitting beside her helped her, as he truly loved children. Not only did he let the child listen to music, but he also asked the flight attendant to prepare milk for him. After learning that the woman no longer had a husband, the man suddenly came up with an idea. After getting off the plane, he asked the woman to pretend to be his wife for 6 months. The only reason was that he was constantly being pressured by his parents to get married, and he truly had no other way out. Facing a complete stranger, the woman initially wanted to refuse. However, at that moment, her son suddenly called the man Dad. Her heart immediately softened, and she eventually agreed to his request. But when the woman arrived at the man's house, she never expected it to be so luxurious. Even the sink was made of gold. Her arrival shocked the man's family, mainly because they already had a candidate they believed was a suitable match chosen by the family. However, when the future in-laws saw that the two already had a child, they had no choice but to accept reality. That night, the child suddenly developed a fever, making the mother extremely anxious. Although the grandmother seemed to dislike the woman, she immediately checked the condition of the child she believed to be her great-grandchild. She loosened some of his clothes and then carried him to another room. After lowering the child's fever, the grandmother instructed the man to call a doctor. As soon as the doctor finished the treatment, the child's fever finally went down, greatly relieving the mother. At that moment, the man standing beside her began to laugh to himself. He recalled the scene where the woman and the grandmother had competed over the child and found it very amusing. The woman did not expect this at all and had almost forgotten about the incident. The man explained that although the grandmother had very strict rules, she actually loved children deeply. After a few days of harmony, everyone in the family began to like the woman's child. They carried him around all day, treating him as a part of the family. They even started discussing what name to give him. In the bedroom, the woman, who had just woken up, suddenly realized that her child was not beside her. Panicking, she woke the man and rushed downstairs to look for her son. Seeing her child being carried and played with by the man's younger sister, the woman happily called out her son's name, Salim. However, she never expected what would happen next. When the entire family heard the child's name, they all fell silent. It turned out that the child's name was the same as the late grandfather's name, and they assumed that the man had chosen it. Everyone smiled, and the grandmother, who had previously remained silent, now grew even more fond of the child.